What up, guys? Grubjeff here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we are looking at one of the new rares. We are looking at Marauder for the Shadowkin. Kind of got, I don't know, demon body looks like, with the multi-eyes. Kind of a cool looking champ. Got the nice little pants. Oh yeah, he's ready to rock and roll. And, hey, 0 reviews. We'll be the first one to put some stuff in there later. So let's go ahead and dive right into this guy. We're not going to go ahead and do a little flash screen in the deeper dive. We're just going to jump right over. Way easier. At least in my head it was way easier, and then here I am scrolling like a madman. So here he is. This is our guy. This is our champ. We got him already kitted out. Let's go ahead and take a look at those skills. On the A1, we have the attacks one enemy, 15% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. HP-based support champ, pretty much. So you can get that up to what looks to be 30% chance of a stun, which is okay for an A1, especially on a rare, but it is still just single target. Obviously, if it was an AoE, this guy'd be bonkers good, so not bad, I guess. On the A2, we have the attacks all enemies has a 50% chance of placing 25% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, damage based on HP. The decrease attack is the small version of decrease attack, but again, it's a rare champ, so it's not bad. It can book up to 75% and a turn cooldown, so it's just every 3 turns. Early players, mid-game players, looking for that decrease attack champion, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. And then we have his A3 here, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff from 1 turn. Now, I read that as a AoE, but it doesn't really say. And I haven't run him yet, I haven't tested him at all, so we'll just see. It has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Doesn't say single target, so I figure it's got to be AoE, which would be huge. Places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns, equal to 20% of their max HP, so HP up the wazoo with this guy. Also places a 15% reflect damage buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. That is really good. I like that a lot. That's Fire Knight. That's just even Arena. That could be a little bit with a provoke. Just because if you provoke, Skull Crown or anyone like that who has a A1 that's an AOE, that's going to just burn them up real quick. So kind of a nice little padding there. And as you can see, no mastery's done. None of the skills were booked up. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we kitted him out. I did not put that much crit rate on him. So that might be a little bit harder. I might have to run multiple tests just to get the damage test done, but that's not his functionality. I really have him down for the 100% support type champ. So as you can see, we'll go ahead and look at the total stats here real quick. 65,000 HP. Try and just max him up as much as I can. And then we have 220 accuracy. I want to land everything I can. And then decent crit damage. That was an accident more than anything else. To his not so great crit rate, and then his speed is also wanting. I didn't go for speed, I went for HP. With the decrease attack, he doesn't need to go first. He just needs to go before the enemy. So that's going to be dungeon dependent on that one there. Yeah, obviously, if this was for Arena, I need a lot more speed than that. Anyways, that's how we have him there. I'll just flip through the gear here real quick. As you can see, I got some really good HP rolls on some of this stuff. We put as much defense on him as we could. He does have kind of a lower 826 defense, really low attack, but again, that doesn't matter because that's pretty much a useless stat now. So there you go. I am suffering from a Shadowkin drought. I have burned a lot of this gear. I have burned a ton of energy trying to get one. I can't get an accuracy banner for Shadowkin to save my life. So that's kind of why I have to lean on this accuracy gear. Luckily, I finally got a crit rate or crit damage amulet. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump on in. Alright, so we're just staying with the dragon, except we're running up to stage 21 so you can get that nice affinity buff, and then we're putting Bad L in the lead here. Might as well use him since I just got him with the 25% increased crit rate to help him out with that lacking crit rate. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Hopefully we have enough speed for 21. I mean, we should. Alright, so we go ahead and lay down some law. Take him down another peg. Get all that out there. That'll take all that away. That was the wrong order. Oh well. Let me bounce out and fix that. Alright, there we are, fixed. Order ready. Ready to rock and roll. A2 out there. Let's get that screen changed. Here we go. So 20s, 30s. I mean, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid job. No complaints there. Let's see if he survives this whole onslaught they're going to get here in just a second. Speed it up a little bit, and then we'll do his A1 as well. Nothing bad. Okay, here we go. A1. We'll just go ahead and let's get this guy right here. 25,000. I mean, that's pretty darn good. I mean, I got his HP up crazy high. But yeah, I like it a lot. I think he's a pretty decent hitter. Like you saw, I didn't have like too much crit rate on or crit damage or anything like that. So definitely something you could build him into for a rare. Yeah, I'll give him that. Now we're going to find out if his provoke is actually for everything. I just screwed that up, so pause. Alright, so here's the provoke. Obviously it's not going to hit its place, but I just want to see if it's single target. It looks like it's AoE. Okay. What, did everyone resist it, or did it just get nobody? Is that what happened there? He put his shield up. They all got reflect damage. I don't see a single provoke. I'm guessing they resisted. But, yeah, there you go. Oh, it's a 50% success rate right now. So there you go. I'm just a fool. It is AoE, though, which is nice. I know it doesn't say it in there, but sometimes you just need clarification. Anyways, on to the next part. Alright guys, now we're looking at utility here, and that's where we go to stage 20 of Fire Knight. Let's just see whether or not his provoke can actually really kind of draw everyone in here. Hopefully he does it right off the bat. He is the slowest guy on this team, I believe. Oh, nope. So there's the provoke, hit 1. So that's not fantastic, but that reflect damage is out on everybody. Except him, obviously. But they have shields up, so it's kind of one of those mixed bags. Reflect damage on a shield doesn't really do anything. So maybe I should pop her out real quick. Get rid of that shield and just put in a healer. Yep, so she's... So right now, I mean, we're kind of looking like books might be just a little bit more important than normal. Alright. That's why we have a reviver. I mean, they decent damage. Like, solid damage for a nice little rare champ in there. I'm guessing it still counts as a hit. I mean, we'll find out. Alright, we get through this first wave. I'll bring you guys back at the end of the second wave so you can kind of see it. Because you don't need to see all of it. That's the truth. Alright, see you at the end of the second. Alright guys, we're coming through, and I'm revising my thing on the provoke. It's a single target. It has to be single target. The amount he's missed and not landed any, it's a single target place, which is really, really kind of a bummer. Single target is just trashy McTrash. Yeah, this will hurt. Not that bad. So while it does give everybody the reflect damage, that single target kind of just makes it not as great. I mean, I guess you could single out who you want, and then you upgrade them. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the utility of it anymore. So you can see how they're going here. I mean, it's a lot of bad, like, AI here. Some really bad choices on what moves to use and when. Alright, so the reflective worked a little bit, yeah? Yeah, because he landed one provoke so far. A little disappointing. A little disappointing on that. I'm not sure this one will ever win. If they can manage to get her up and she'll fight, that's one thing, but we're not going to sit here and wait. Glorious return, just in time to get smashed, I'm guessing. Ooh, but not enough, so maybe. It's the closest we got. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's in Relentless. Big deal. Alright, so they got a shot now. Her aura of 25% HP is definitely helping this guy become just a huge, huge target. Or not target. HP monster. So he's probably got around almost 80,000 HP when she has her aura in line. Maybe around 75. Someone will do the math and tell me I'm wrong. Alright, you can see where it's going from here. I'll let you know at the end. Alright, so his reflect damage almost took down the shield. Got the 4 hits, so boom, done. He has some utility in Fire Knight. I mean, the fact that he can hang with them, 2 rares, 3 epics, they hung the whole time. Not bad. Obviously, Fane was the poison dealer, so she did all the damage here. Anyways, that really kind of begs the next question. Should this guy really be booked? Should we throw gems into him and throw the masteries up there? I mean, let's just look at the whole book count. We got 5 there, so another 5, there's 10, and 14 books. For someone who's only really going to be useful to early to mid-game players, 14 books is a ton of books. You're probably booking out your Kale or whoever your first champion is. Probably, maybe booking out your War Maiden if you're not, you know, farming her. But that's a hard one to say, especially for stuff that doesn't really do all that much. This is his best move, and has a single target, I'm guessing, provoke. That's a 50%. If you book it out, you get 75% chance to take that one champion out of the lineup and then reflect damage for the rest of your team. Which, it's almost, if you got rid of the provoke, this thing is almost better. You know? Just take away these 2 things, put up those for the cooldown, and that's it for the whole ability. Just take the provoke out of there. But, and do reflect damage on him, don't do shield. But yeah, I would say, no, don't book this guy. I think you can maximize his value without any books. Now, am I going to put books in him? Of course I'm going to put books in him. That's the whole point. Masteries, again, I wouldn't mastery this guy. There's just no reason to. He's just kind of meh. Cool looking champ, you know? But he's a rare, so there you go. That's kind of the idea. Meh. Now we're going to go ahead and blow a whole bunch of gems and books. So let's do this. Alright. Let's go in here, upgrade skills. Again, this is one of those ones where you could walk them in to avoid the A1, the extra 15% to get the stun. Definitely something you don't want to have to do, which is what we're kind of doing right now. Looks like we're almost there. That one's fully booked, which is nice. Just need 3 more books there, so let's go 3. Oh, and we got it. We got it. That is a big deal. Now I have to throw 2 more in there, and then we're done. The reason I'm doing 2 more in there is because we do the damage test just to kind of show the difference between the 2. So we do that, and then Dunzo. 15, 30, 35, yeah. So there we go. Now I just have to go ahead and do his masteries. So let's go ahead and pop on into the masteries. Oops. Alright, so there are the masteries. We have kind of a wonky one here. Start out with the accuracy just to get the base accuracy. Went to the shield bearer just because he cast the shield on himself. Then we have more accuracy for every enemy. Then we have this one here, random school, but that was just to get to the lasting gifts. I'm with lasting gifts because his reflect damage and his shield is really the best thing he does. Plus, these 2 don't work on provoke. So it's really about extending and having a better chance at a stun with a super low rate, which it doesn't extend, sorry, just more accurate. Right? Nope, doesn't do it on stun either, so sorry. Just the small version of decrease attack. 2 abilities focused on something that you want to replace with the better version as fast as you can. And then we went kind of a standard hitter route with that. So you could debate the build. Again, don't just take a picture and slap it in him if you want to do it. I wouldn't put masteries in him at all, but that's the way we do it. As for the reviews, God, I mean, I don't know. Probably fine there. Arena offense. Arena defense. I'll give him a little bit better rating for that. Void keep. I'm just going to put him good on the void. Good on force. Magic. Useless. Spirit keep. Probably fine. Ice Golem's peak. Reflect damage just isn't that great. It is helpful though. His shield for himself and a single target provoke. It's just like, I'm going to put him as good. I'm not going to like destroy him, but Fire Knight Castle, I will give him a very good. The reflect damage for mid to late game, I mean, it's fine. For Miner's Labyrinth, yeah, good for that. Spider's Den, reflect damage isn't going to help you out. Provoking one target isn't going to help you out. And decrease attack isn't going to help you out. He's acceptable if you just need a body. You can use him as a tank. It would really be his best thing in Spider's Den. Clan Boss. Reflect damage. He's useless there. Faction Wars, he's probably going to be very good as well. Guess you need someone there. So there you go. There's my ratings. Yep. Dunzo in. Not very good. Anyways, let's go ahead and see the end results of putting those books in there and filling up them masteries. Alright, so here we are in the Dragon's Lair, stage 21, about to drop his A2 and see what kind of damage we can get out of it. 43, so pretty decent damage increase, almost 10 grand across the board from the low to the high. But, I mean, nothing you're really going to write home about, just because it's kind of meh. For a rare, I will give him that. For a rare, if you just fill him with HP, he's not bad. He's not bad. That's a pretty solid shot for a rare champ. Support champ, nonetheless. So again, not mad at that. We'll get over to his A1 here real quick, and we'll see what that one can do. I think it was doing like 18, 19, somewhere in there. And we'll get his A1, and we'll go ahead and just pop this guy again. 33. Really good hit. It's a really good hit. But again, it's just... it's not enough. Like, he's not the type of guy you want him in there as your damage dealer, and he doesn't really lend all that much utility. There's the provoke. Single target. Yeah. So, buyer beware. Let's go see how much his utility has changed. Alright, here we are going in there. We'll see what he does on his first move here. Puts that provoke, and he missed. So already it's just not that good. End result, guys. I do think he has potential as a bait champion. I really do. If you just need someone you can load a bunch of HP on and just throw out there to either draw the spiders in or draw, you know, certain affinities away. Having a problem with the Doom Tower floor, having a problem with, you know, just any dungeon. He's the type of guy you just throw in there. He's the guy they're going to go after just because of bad affinity, but it has to be bad affinity. You can't have him do that, you know, if it's a neutral affinity, because then you need low HP for them to target him, which he's an HP champ. He'll probably never have low HP. So, there you go. That's my end result on that. We will wait, and I'll bring you back for the boss to see if we can get a little bit better time here with him sped up, but it's only because his extra damage at the moment, really. So, see you at the end. Alright, so here we are going into the boss. It looks like they managed to keep Cold Heart alive this time. There's that reflect damage. There's the 4 hits, so that's kind of nice. He put his decrease attack. That's fantastic. So while we're kind of wrapping it up here and getting ready to go, I do want to say this. Like, while I'm down on the guy, as an overall champ for the entire game. If you are lower tier, if you are hitting, Fire Knight, what is it, up through stage 9, his reflect damage is huge for you. Because that is 4 off of, 7 now? You only need 7 hits on that shield. So that's 4 hits with his reflect damage off of there. So that's a really big deal. That's really going to help you out. It's really going to kind of cut into it, and you don't have to have as many multi-hitters out there. You can just use your best champs to get through whatever Fire Knight stage you have to. And because he's an HP champ, you can build him to survive bad affinities, negative affinity matchups. He's gonna survive those. So his utility is gonna be in the lower stages of dungeons. So if you are a free-to-play player, if you are a new player, a medium-level player, he has value for you. Just don't overly invest in him, because you are gonna move on. And on that note, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope this review has helped some people out there. Hit the thumbs up, like, blah, blah, blah. Hit the bell notifications, yada, yada, yada. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you every day for letting me do this. You have a good one.